reign.
Tonight we make history in Mornington. We will crown our first ever MWF champion. 30 people, but only one can reign. Welcome everyone to a sold-out MWF Supremacy live from the Peninsula Community Theatre. Tonight we make history.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very big show tonight, so let's get straight into it. This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Michael Thompson is my name. Good evening and welcome to what's going to be a history-making night here at MWF Supremacy in front of what is a loud and raucous Peninsula Community Theatre, 200 strong and counting. It's going to be an amazing night, and we start off with a bit of singles action from now the recently cleared has-been Harlequin Savannah Rowe. Thompson is my name. DJ Jody's Blood is with me for this one, DJ. We're in for a big night, a history-making night, and well, we're going to start off with one person who wasn't medically cleared back at Eclipse against someone who put up a very good showing back at MWF Catalyst a couple of months back. Is a bit of old school and new school, isn't it, DJ? As I welcome you in.
Michael Thompson, it is great to be here Saturday, November 29 at the Peninsula Community Theatre. Brother, supremacy is the word on everybody's mind tonight. But you know, successful return to professional wrestling at our first event. This young lady is getting into the ring with somebody shaking off the ring rust. She's just gotten off the injury list. What does the has-been Harlequin have in store for DDG?
Savannah Rowe, DDG, to start things off here at MWF Supremacy. We are underway, singles action to kickstart what's going to be a history-making night. Of course, tonight we're going to be crowning our first ever MWF champion, DJ. It's going to be fantastic. 30 participants, but only one can reign.
Supremacy Rumble. It is going to reign supreme in your memory by the end of this evening. But right now, there has been Harlequin and DDG.
Wait, what?
And we can't forget the young lady who stood in.
Well, it's a bit interesting with Tarlee being out here because Savannah Rowe did this at Eclipse where she came out before Nova Nichols took on Tarlee in that match. If you remember there, DJ.
Yes, we had a really nice stage and Savannah Rowe sat there and enjoyed the match and seemed like she just wanted a front row seat, but
looks like turnabout's fair play because Tarlee wants her own front row seat, it seems, to this match. So the mind games between Savannah Rowe and Tarlee just goes up a notch a little bit.
maybe a little tit for tat is what Tarlee is looking for.
As we know, DDG did a fantastic job. Came up short against Chris Law at MWF Catalyst, and of course Savannah Rowe was supposed to participate at Eclipse. She also came up short back at MWF Catalyst. So this is almost a return match for both of these female superstars in the ring because they haven't wrestled since Catalyst, DJ.
No, that's right. This is a must-win situation for both of these young ladies. Let us not forget that Tarlee on the stage taunting Savannah Rowe. She lost to Nova Nichols, and you've got to think that she's got to imagine that Savannah Rowe had some factor in that loss.
And the question is as well, will DDG be able to take Savannah Rowe seriously? Because we know that she's a bit unorthodox in the ring. She is unpredictable at the best of times. So it's a matter of, is DDG wanting serious competition with Savannah Rowe here?
Serious competition is an interesting conversation to have about DDG. She's not exactly a spring chicken. She took 15 years off. She's trying to get back into it. She's had multiple injuries. You can see her right ankle strapped up.
Yep. She's been shoved to the outside there by Savannah Rowe.
I think it might be the case of Savannah Rowe not taking DDG seriously. Would probably be more accurate, Tomo.
And it'd probably be because of what DDG has done. She's only been in really 1 or 2 matches since her return to pro wrestling. Savannah Rowe has been wrestling over the journey over the last couple of years.
Besides a small break from injury, yes.
Exactly. It's DDG.
She's younger, she's stronger, she's faster, she's more agile, she has more wind.
She's got less injuries to worry about at the moment in her young career.
I mean, we just talked about her coming off the injury list, but yes, I believe that would probably be one of her first. Whereas DDG had, really bad ankle injury before she could even make her return to professional wrestling against no less than friggin' Revenant Chris Law.
Put up a really good showing that night too.
It was a good showing, but I mean, you can work so hard and you can do so much. The mind might be really good. How about 1, 2? Only 2 counts as referee JC. You can put your mind and heart into it, but if the body is not willing, there's not a lot that you can do about that, Tomo. The kilo.
No, well, DDG starting to work on a body part of Savannah Rowe there, the arm of the has-been Harlequin. A bit of aggressiveness in the early goings of this one by DDG. Similar vein to what we saw against Chris Law, and she probably had to go to that. She'd have to go to those depths a little bit to be a little bit more aggressive. Quick cover here by DDG, but you have to be aggressive against someone like Chris Law to try and get the win. She came with shot ultimately, but she came so close though in the end. Is one thing.
But you see, she has a great mat prowess. Trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you see a form of the stretch plum there applied to Savannah Rowe, trying to block the oxygen from her brain.
Bit of a knee shot there to the back of the head of DDG by Savannah Rowe. Whereas Tarlee's just enjoying what she's seeing right now from both superstars inside the ring. Nice belly to belly there by Savannah Rowe. Quick cover here by the has-been Harlequin and a kick out of 2.
I don't know how nice that belly to belly was. DDG looked like she was trying to fight back, but she got caught. Tarlee is just talking mad, you know what, from the stage.
These 2 women wanting to show that they are the true heartbeat of the women's division here at Malice Wrestling.
Tarlee calls herself the star. She's trying to be the star of this performance, but I think Savannah Rowe has other things in mind.
Big punches in the corner here by the has-been Harlequin. 2 drop-dead gorgeous.
Guess what's coming?
10 in the corner, and you heard it from that crowd here at the Peninsula Community Theatre. They've been loud since the outset. I don't know if you watched the pre-show. They were loud throughout the duration of that match.
It was incredibly hot out here. We love the country audience. And that's not quite the country, but...
Standing spear there by DDG. Not often you see a standing spear, but it was effective nonetheless. Now DDG going back for that arm lock again.
That Kimura submission. Kimura lock.
Quick cover here by Savannah Rowe, that's it. And the has-been Harlequin gets the win. And that was veteran instincts right there from Savannah Rowe. Roll yourself up, because at that point in time, DDG had no idea that she was going to be rolled onto her shoulder as quickly as what she was. And Rick Jason was able to count that 1, 2, 3 really quickly.
And yes, that's the problem with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You might be proficient, but you're only proficient when you're on your back. And this is professional wrestling. You put on a camera hold. All Savannah Rowe needed to do was shift the leverage, which wasn't hard for her to do, being the bigger woman. And DDG got caught with her literal pants down. And Tarlee, you gotta think that Tarlee can't be too pleased with this result.
She was hoping for an L for Savannah Rowe.
Tarlee lost to Nova Nichols. Savannah Rowe defeated DDG. Savannah Rowe is up 1. Tarlee is down 1.
DDG and Savannah Rowe. Oh! What the hell's DDG doing? Oh, geez, jawbreaker to the Hasbro Harlequin.
What has gotten into this young lady? Tarlee just come over to the desk and try to tell us, did you see that?
Tarlee's happy with what DDG is doing to Savannah Rowe, and
I say pink skirt, I say pink TNs, I smell a rat.
look at Tarlee. Very happy with her work, Savannah. Arm sore and all. Gets the win. But
she was the winner.
Yeah, but she's come off second best, unfortunately, because of Tarlee and DDG. More so Drop Dead Gorgeous, but we'll continue to keep ourselves abreast of what this potential alliance is between Drop Dead Gorgeous and Tarlee, DJ.
Well, DDG just walked past Tarlee and said nothing. Tarlee is still on the stage, heckling.
Absolutely, Michael Thompson is my name. DJ Dirty Sprite is his name. We've got a big night ahead. We're going to crown our first ever MWF Champion. However, coming up next, here is our triple threat elimination tag team match with three of the hottest tag teams of Malice. It's Nate Nitro and Luke Reznor representing Conflict Axiom, taking on Khan Kruger and Nathaniel Clinton representing the Sanctuary, and they're taking on PJ Red, the hometown boy, and El Deezy in B Squared.
Our next match is a triple threat elimination tag team match.
Triple threat elimination, is that correct?
So basically the rules here at Malice is it's not your traditional triple threat elimination. It is one man from each team starts inside the ring.
Okay.
And then eliminations will be by pinfall or submission.
So, the last team standing, whether it be one man or two, will be the winners of this match?
Yes.
Okay. This sounds good. What doesn't sound good are these Conflict Axiom scumbags.
Of course, Luke Reznor and Nitro was part of that pre-show battle royal earlier tonight and was unsuccessful. Congratulations to Haas, who booked his golden ticket into that main event tonight.
He's got a golden ticket. That dude should definitely stay away from chocolate, I'll tell you now.
You are a massive Charlie and Chocolate Factory fan, aren't you?
Of course, of course. Who doesn't love the literary works of Roald Dahl? What are you, a plebeian?
And introducing next.
I was more of an R.R. Stein fan. Goosebumps.
Yeah, that sounds more your speed.
Yep. Massive fan of Goosebumps. Three of the hottest tag teams in the Malice coming to the forefront here. And here comes Khan Kruger. Here comes Nathaniel Clinton. And here comes their X Factor in Caballero Murte.
The vibe in the room changes, Tomo, when the Sanctuary enter the building. Sanctuary.
Wait for this.
And introducing next.
There's a hometown boy wrapped around this great suburb of Mornington. Born, Mornington bred, and Mornington home.
That explains his weird looking face. It's all you Mornington people, inbreds.
Not a fan of Mornington?
I tell you now, B Squared, they love three-ways. They are so prepared. I got Conan O'Brien pointing at me from the ring.
He does look a bit like Conan O'Brien, doesn't he, Nate Nitro? Rev Dillon going to be in charge of this one here.
He has a tough job to do. 3 men at a time in the ring. Elimination rules.
So LDZ representing B Square, Khan Kruger representing the Sanctuary, and Luke Reznor representing Conflict Axiom. This is going to be a barn burner.
So technically, because it's 3 men at a time, this is like, there's no disqualifications, no countouts, right?
Exactly. It's under triple threat rules.
Interesting. I wonder what we have hidden underneath the ring.
And as we mentioned, this is where LDZ is going to be feeling the pinch a little bit too, because Conflict Axiom and the Sanctuary, they know how popular B Squared is across Victoria, more so here in Mornington. They want to try and take the air out of the room here tonight by eliminating B Squared from this matchup as soon as possible, so it's just the Sanctuary and Conflict Axiom go at each other in a traditional tag team match.
Springboard double clothesline by Big Diesel with the baby blue Jordans.
And here comes the hometown boy, PJ Rance.
Hometown, but Nitro, he's not from far from here. Caballero Muerte, I think he's from Mexico.
Yep.
He's pretty far from home, I'd say. Hey, Nitro. Taken by Ryan himself. With a massive drop in, we got to see that back.
Absolutely. An unorthodox double team there by PJ Red and Nate Nitro and Caballero Muerte.
Everyone trying to find their bearings on the outside, which is a universal sign for someone's gonna fly.
Tope Suicida by PJ Red. And LDZ is going to introduce himself into this one.
They said that mullets couldn't fly. Well, let me tell you something, brother. He didn't do it. He didn't fly.
He did not fly in. A couple of right hands instead of Nate
He
Nitro.
went for it, but he didn't go for it.
You got set up to fail there.
I set up to fail.
Nate Nitro there going to work on LDZ now as Caballero Muerte also joining the fun a little bit too here. Again, the Sanctuary and Conflict Axiom want to try and eliminate B Squared from this equation. Quick cover here.
Clothesline caught him across the jaw. It's quite painful.
Caballero Muerte said to Nate Nitro, I want to punish LDZ a little bit more. We're not going to get him eliminated just yet.
Well, this is the interesting thing about the triple threat rules is that you can team up with one of the other teams and go to work and just pick your opponents off one by one. We could see the Sanctuary and Conflict Axiom in the end here. I mean, it would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Would indeed.
Khan Kruger looking incredibly pleased with himself.
Good clothesline there by Khan Kruger. Takes down Diesel. Quick cover here. This could be it for B squared.
Yeah, the interesting thing is because it's elimination rules, you don't see 5 people jumping in to break up the pin.
No.
It's in everyone's best interest to eliminate everyone else.
And for the Sanctuary and Conflict Axiom, their best interest right now is to eliminate B squared from the occasion.
Oh!
Well, speaking of which, that alliance, that temporary alliance, has unfortunately faded. Spike DDT there by Nate Nitro to Khan Kruger.
Nate Nitro, what a snake. You never trust a ranger.
I mean, a few of his safety partners in the past step up insecurity there by Aldeezy on Luke Reznor. And Nate Nitro has got a reputation for stabbing his best friends in the back. He's done it for the litany of his time as a pro wrestler.
Stabbed in the back, Aldeezy. Aldeezy gets the tag. They must need a tag, boy, Aldeezy.
Solid press down there by PJ Reg. Nice super kick by the hometown boy.
And what is the strategy here? Every time you try to find an advantage, someone takes advantage of your
Cover
advantage.
here by Orion Mencin, only a 2 count.
How do you win a match like this, Tomo?
It's a very good question. You sort of want to make sure that both your opponents, at the best of times, are grounded in particular, and that's what while B squared and Conflict Axiom we're going to try and do now with Orion Mencin is try and ground him, but if you can try and ground both your opponents, but try and find one that's a bit more weaker there. Quick cover here. Here we go. Quick cover again by Nate Nitro. Trying to be the snake in the grass, and yeah, you're right.
You know what I would have done if this was the Snake Pit days, brother?
What?
I would have gone to the outside, grabbed a weapon, come in, smacked everyone with a chair, and just been done with it.
Khan Kruger try to go for it here. Try to go for Nostrades. Chance again here now for Nitro. Thinking about going for Nostrades here on Khan Kruger. Oh, Nostrades. Quick cover here by Luke Reznor. This is it here. And Conflict Axiom have eliminated the Sanctuary from this match.
The Sanctuary, unceremoniously thrown out of this match.
Khan Kruger not happy. Look at Conflict Axiom. They have no idea the Night of Death is staring a dark soul into both men.
Raggy.
They're about to find out the full brew straight of Orion Mencin. Double choke slam by the Night of Death.
It's not one happy night, I'll tell you now. It was a hard day's night. He was working like a dog, but it just was not their night.
Cabrera telling Khan move.
Cabrera and Muerte, maybe
You don't want to get on his bad side, that's for sure.
questioning his loyalties at this stage. Maybe he backed the wrong horse.
And now it's down to Conflict Axiom and B squared.
The B-Squeezy boys. The Spice Boys.
Well, here's a little fun fact for everyone. B squared's first ever match was against Conflict Axiom, but it wasn't against these two men. It was against Blake Kurz and James Marshall when they debuted 3 years ago.
Interesting.
So B squared are very familiar with the ground that Conflict Axiom walk on. And now it's all guns blazing. 2 of the best teams inside the Malice Arena going to blows right now. And it is the boys in pink who are doing the most damage right now.
Big Diesel flipping over. Up. Down. Calling for the tag.
It's where Diesel likes to fly. And he's going to fly high. And the great suburb of Mornington on a mild spring night drops the elbow.
This might be Oshirai.
This could be it here, and Luke Reznor denies B squared the victory in this match. The match continues.
And it got very violent very quickly as soon as the Sanctuary were eliminated, and we realized that, oh, here we go.
Gonna go for the spicy trigger. In stereo.
He's triggered.
Cover here on Nitro, and that's it. Big win DZ was enough to drop the boss of Nos and get the 1-2-3 DJ.
They said that they usually hit it in stereo. He hit it in mono this time, and it was just as good, and it banged just as hard, and it was just as spicy, brother.
Big win here for B Squared as MWF Supremacy rolls on. And I've just been told as well by Commissioner Mencin that PJ Red and LDZ are now officially in the Malice Supremacy Rumble tonight to crown the MWF Champion.
Interesting. Great tag team. Very, very good singles competitors. Can't wait to see them in the Rumble tomorrow.
Absolutely a big win here for PJ Red and LDZ. And a big win for Mornington's own PJ Red. For him in particular to get a big victory in front of this capacity crowd inside the Peninsula Community Theatre. While coming up next year in MWF Supremacy, Sam Huxley. Well, he was ready to compete against one man. Unfortunately, not medically cleared to compete. So it is Sam Huxley versus a mystery opponent. And that match is right now here at MWF Supremacy.
Way to go, B Squared! Now our next match is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first.
To this match blind. I have no idea who my opponent is.
I'll tell you right now, Skittles can handle himself blind. I've been to a few pubs with him.
Now I'm sure that everyone here is aware of who I was meant to be facing tonight. But Cody Reed has gone and got himself declared not clear for in-ring competition. But I was supposed to match, and Malice has said that they have found a replacement. So I don't care who it is that I have to beat until I get back to Kobe. Whoever wants some, come get some!
We got the John Cena Open Challenge out here. Kobe Reed not fit to compete tonight because of a concussion suffered at a different event.
Well, someone who's got probably a little bit more experience than Kobe Reed, but experience nonetheless. Here comes the slime man. Here comes James Silver.
I like that he has buzzsaws on his wrists. But be that as it may, he is a complete buzzsaw in the ring. This dude is dangerous.
Sly has been a multi-time champion in the past. Currently a tag champion at a different promotion, but was very happy to get the call up by Commissioner Mencin.
He got the call up. You got a nice handsome haircut.
I don't mind a haircut. cut, actually, the pink and white. Actually, it does suit Sly a lot. Really does suit him.
It's growing on me.
I mean, you'll be progressive eventually, DJ.
What's that, sorry?
You'll be progressive eventually.
Progressive to what?
Progressive to, you know, it is fine for handsome men like Sly to have pink and yellow hair.
I never thought there was a problem with it. I liked his hair before, that's what I meant.
Well, that's a big concern.
I liked his hair before.
I like it now.
But, I mean, look at your hair. Your taste clearly should not be listened to.
You don't like my hairstyle? I actually like it because it stops me from balding, that's all. As you know, DJ, I'm an old man. I'm getting old. Unfortunately, I'm losing my hair.
It happens to the best of us.
These two men are definitely not losing his hair bald.
Sam Huxley is well younger than you and he's losing his hair. So
well,
believe me, the struggle is real.
Skill looks like Sid Parker. Let's put it out there.
He looks like Sid Parker if you like shrunk wrap him.
So as mentioned, Sam Huxley anticipating to take on Kobe Reed earlier tonight, and fortunately, as mentioned, Kobe Reed suffered a spike pile driver at a different event only just under 2 weeks ago now.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
He's not medically cleared to compete, and of course, we've got a strict 14-day no-compete policy here at Malice, and unfortunately, Kobe was at day 13, so that's why he was not able to medically be cleared to compete tonight. It's a great opportunity for someone like Skittles to step in the ring with someone as well-versed as Sly Silver.
Whoa! Tried to trip him. You gotta wake up a little bit earlier than that to trick Sly Silver. I mean, it's in the name.
He's the only option for a reason. And while the only option right now, he's happy to lock in a bit of a key lock here onto the arms of Sam Huxley.
It's a half top wrist lock. And
good reversal there from Huxley.
I was going to say Sam Huxley, very, very well versed in lucha. I was going to say, don't grab him there, bro. You're going to have a bad time.
And that's Sam Huxley. That's the speed and finesse of this youngster straight away.
This dude is honestly, he needs to go to CMLL or AAA. He's an amazing luchador. Look at the marks on his back. I'm not sure if the camera's catching them. He just has these big red gorilla handprints across his back. The dude weighs 44 kilograms. He's 5'4" as a shoot. And look how tough this MFer is.
And while Sly's very happy to just take his time to get back in the ring, saunters in the ring, does Sly Silver.
He baited him.
Huxley read that beautifully like a book.
He's the master at baiting.
And now Huxley on the attack here on Sly Silver in the corner. The 200 strong capacity there. Step up into Gilly is nice. And ground Sly to a halt for the time being. Quick cover here from Skittles. Only a 1 count there by our referee.
Buddy Burn. And Sly is seeing stars. And Skittles is got a waist lock on him, but I was going to say, I don't think it's a good idea. Sly's a big guy, legs like tree trunks. He's a thick, T-H-I-C, thick individual. He's just jaw-jacking with the 200 strong here at the Pakenham Community Theatre.
Peninsula.
Sorry, I said Pakenham.
No, we were packing him back in September.
That was the last one. Thanks for pulling me up on that.
No worries. By the way, just to let you know, that was September when it was dark outside. It's currently...
really bright. It's really bright.
It's 7:30 and it's still daylight outside.
So bright. Welcome to Melbourne where the sun doesn't go down till 9:30 in the summer.
Well, I was going to say...
You wonder why there's so much mental illness in this city.
You've been told to shut up by Sly.
You're in there with Skittles, buddy. Pay attention.
You don't want to get on Sly's bad side. I'm glad...
Your hair might be pink, but you're acting green.
I'm glad that you are... I'm glad you copped it and not me.
You can't underestimate Skittles. You can't.
But at the moment, Sly is just taking full advantage.
You wouldn't be able to hear me if the crowd cared about what you were doing, Sly. FYI. Should try being a less boring wrestler. His strategy is good. It makes a lot of sense. Ground and pound. Keep Skittles down. Don't let him use his lucha technique. But the crowd does not agree with it.
Oh, jeez. They heard that down in the next suburb, which I believe is
Which
right.
is fairly far. It's a fairly decent distance.
Yeah. And Ryan definitely heard that one.
Brother, we are not in Kansas anymore.
No.
Skittles trying to light Sly up.
Now it's physical between these two. It's physical between Sly and Skittles.
Bowling punches to the gut.
Headbutt there by Skittles.
This man has a head made of cement. Trust me, he's a blockhead.
And Sly just slides out of the ring.
You don't want to be up there, brother. You don't want to be up there. You do not know who you're dealing with. You do not know who you're messing with.
Veteran instinct there by
Here it
Sly.
comes.
It might back to
Skittles
Sly
up.
here. Skittles goes over the top rope. Nice front salt there. We'll see the replay on that one if we can. Stand up, spine buster there. Or sit down, spine buster pin there.
Skittles represents the spirit of this area. The spirit of being a cooked MFer. The spirit of being a punk. The spirit of growing up as a houser.
He's had enough of you.
Was he looking at me? I didn't even see it.
And Sly puts Skittles down on the mat.
He looks PO'd, brother. He's happy with his handiwork. But this crowd is firmly behind Mr. Huxley. And Skittles is up, man. This dude has such heart. So much fight in him.
This is the veteran instinct here of Sly Silver. Spike DDT in the middle of the ring here on Skittles. Quick cover hit by Sly. And only 2 count by Ref Bonnie Boone.
There is no die in this young man, I'll tell you now. Kobe Reed was going to have an incredibly bad night if he had to wrestle this kid. Sly is much bigger. He's far more experienced than Sam Huxley. I mean,
This is won US championships.
look, if I was a betting man, I would bet on Sly. But I'm telling you, in front of this packed out crowd in Mornington, he does not know the word quit.
Sly misses. Good reversal there by Huxley. And the athleticism of Skittles at the forefront inside the Peninsula Community Theatre. Sling blade. Into a cover here now by Skittles. Quick cover on Sly. And only a 2 count.
Sly's a big guy. You've got to hook a leg. Shows you that Sam Huxley debuted this year in 2025. He's not a veteran by any means. He's just a tough son of a bitch.
He's adapted to wrestling inside the squared circle like a duck to water.
Here we go. Up.
Going for a sit down spine buster again by Sly. Skittles denies him. Spike him on his head.
His hair wasn't pink before. It will be now. Sam Huxley sets it up.
And this is where Huxley likes to go high risk. Can it be a high reward for this young plucky rookie?
Slides up. Slides up.
And Sly denies him.
Sly saying Skittles just won't die. Repositioning him for a superplex perhaps. Dangerous position. You can see the projector right there in the shot.
If the projector breaks, send the building commissioner Betson. He makes enough money running this place.
Skittles is in a precarious position.
Oh! Sly drops down.
Skittles where he needs to be. He's on top.
High
Here he
risk.
goes.
High reward. Oh my goodness!
Speed him out of midair.
Quick cover hit by Sly. No!
Skittles, I can't believe what this man is doing.
Let's see the replay on that one. It was a picture-perfect spear by Sly Silver, but Skittles was able to get himself out of that one.
Oh! You saw the red marks earlier on his back.
You cheering for me?
Sly talking to the crowd, but he's in the ring with Sam Skittles Huxley.
Backstabber by Skittles.
This is it. He's finally got him where he wants him. Sly stirring. Sly is stirring.
Skittles goes up again. Sly moves out of the way. Skittles going for a second opportunity here.
Finally gets it. He finally gets it.
Cover here for Skittles. Oh my God! What a win! Kid, you've made yourself famous at the behest of a veteran like Sly Silver. Sam Huxley, you are a hero. What a way to end 2025 for you.
Sly Silver is beside himself. Sam Skittles Huxley takes the dub here tonight. Kobe Reed, if you're watching, if you're listening, watch out, brother.
Unbelievable scenes. Sam Huxley gained a big win over James Sly Silver here at MWF Supremacy, and Sly is absolutely beside himself.
He's beyond beside himself. His sights are in orbit, brother. He couldn't believe it. Someone that small could beat him. He's a big guy.
Absolutely.
He's a good wrestler.
He is indeed.
Now, to start our second half, introducing to the ring, Twisted J.
Welcome back to MWF Supremacy, and well, we're being graced now by Twisted J, who, funny enough, DJ, has literally driven 9 hours to here tonight to confront Commissioner Benson. He didn't want to do it via Zoom, he didn't want to do it via phone. He literally drove across the border to be here tonight to have a conversation with the Commissioner.
One reason only. I traveled for 10 hours in my car to have one match. Last show, I had to deal with Blake D'Angelo and a stupid referee who's too blind to see anything. You don't believe? Watch the footage.
Twisted J's dubbed the Nightmare, and I think Blake D'Angelo is about to have nightmares of that spear over and over and over again, Brady.
But more importantly, he's calling for the cutter now. He's ready to finish off Blake D'Angelo.
This is it.
Can't miss. Blake D'Angelo did really well there.
Right in front of the referee. What's the referee doing? What's he's got him up? Air raid crash possibly. Coming up.
Oh, spiked him on his head with the air raid crash, and this could be it here for Twisted J, and Blake D'Angelo gets the win.
Well, hang on. He got a low blow at him directly in front of the referee.
Now who here thinks that's a load of balls? So why is there a rematch? Do you think that rematch should happen right now? Blake D'Angelo, get your ass out here now!
I haven't seen Blake all day. I don't even know who's here.
Well, you saw in the clip, referee Chloe Mosby messed up the call there.
She's been suspended.
She saw the low blow, didn't call it. Don't know why.
Well, unfortunately, Twisted J's not going to get Blake D'Angelo, but he is going to get Commissioner Benson.
We're going to hear Soundgarden. I don't say that obviously. The other Chris Cornell there.
May God rest his soul.
I'm sorry, Jay. I am so sorry. Blake D'Angelo is not here tonight.
I will say, oh, never
went not as they should, right? The referee, they have been suspended.
They are blind!
That is what they have been. On top of that, as I mentioned, Blake D'Angelo is not here this evening. However, this is our final show of 2025. But of course, we are coming back in 2026. So for our first show in January, that is MWF Resurgence. I have an idea, and I think you might like it. I have seen what you're capable of over the last 12 months, same as Blake D'Angelo. So come, MWF Resurgence, you will get your match with Blake. And I want no interference, no funny business. I want you two to sort it out. So it will be a no disqualifications match. Beautiful. So you made a big trek today. You happy to do it again in January?
I always come here just to kick his ass.
Fantastic. People of Mornington, would you like to see Twisted J? Blake D'Angelo. Fantastic. It's official. My work here is done.
Massive news and a bit of a early Christmas present from Commissioner Mencin to Twisted J. And I know, no doubt, Express Post-wise, Blake D'Angelo will be getting this news via social media. And no doubt, Blake D'Angelo, he's got a bit to say. He'll say something about this. But what a Christmas present for Commissioner Mencin to give Twisted J after all that, DJ.
MWF Resurgence, we will see the rematch. Referees be damned.
Sounds like before the year's even out, we've got our first match announced for MWF Resurgence! So keep an eye on your socials and on our socials to find out when and where that will be. We're looking forward to seeing you there. Now, let's get right back into the action. This next match is a singles match scheduled for Encore! Introducing first.
MWF Supremacy continues here.
Mr. Thompson, have you ever been charged with vehicular manslaughter, sir?
No.
I didn't think you had. This gentleman has the car crash!
Orion Mencin making his way to the ring. And this is going to be a technical prowess. When I was looking through the match card heading into MWF Supremacy, this was the one I ticked off as a match I definitely was keen to see.
I was surprised this wasn't the main event, to be honest. If we didn't have that Supremacy Rumble for the MWF Championship in the main event, this is a main event anywhere in the world.
The car crash. Say hello to the standard bearer of pro wrestling in Victoria.
They call him the standard bearer, the Lord of Love.
All heart, no soul.
All heart, no soul.
And currently going through
I posit this to you, sir. Broderick Valentine was the standard bearer of professional wrestling in Australia 2 or 3 years ago. But standing across from the ring, much bigger question to be answered here, Mr. Thompson.
Ref Deal drapes in.
Dripped out.
The standard bearers. Till. Stylings, of course.
He calls himself the standard bearer. Whose standard is he bearing?
Well, there is a bar in pro wrestling in Victoria, and Broderick Valentine firmly believes he is the bar. He is the standard bearer.
Well, I would like to introduce you, sir, to the car crash. Orion Mencin, 100% insane, 100% no regard for his body, 100% bad ideas and bad times for anybody that gets into the ring with him. And also not a bad looking fella either.
We are underway here in our penultimate contest. Did not get what he said.
I didn't get it either. Broderick Valentine just said something to Tomo. We didn't catch it. Maybe the camera might catch it.
The penultimate match in this one. The Standard Bearer Pro Wrestling. Broderick Valentine.
Orion Mencin, first time on this end of town.
And of course, for 400 plus days, Broderick Valentine has been a world champion. And the fans, well, they're very, very happy to see Broderick Valentine live and in living colour here in Mornington.
Broderick Valentine was the champion of a company that was going through some stuff with people getting cancelled and whatnot. It wasn't a good time. He was a guy who held down the fort. Orion Mencin is a thoroughbred. He was bred to be a champion. He's been trained to be a champion by the likes of Damien Slater and Davis Storm and Tricky D. And you can see it right there with the size and height advantage.
These two men are going to put on a technical masterpiece tonight. Middle rope there from Brods. Rolls underneath there for Orion. Quick underneath. Trying to go for a quick hip toss. Good athleticism here from Broderick Valentine. Trying to go for a quick cover. Slip up in here by Orion Mencin. And Orion not being able to get the 3 count there. Here's a miss off in here now for Broderick Valentine.
You see, quick covers, quick covers.
Small package here by Broderick Valentine. And a quick kick out again by Mencin. And Orion steps back. He knew he was going to feed into the foot of Broderick Valentine.
He's checking that broken nose, that surgically repaired nose of Orion Mencin. He had to get plastic surgery on it. He had his nose broken by Rocco Reed a few months ago. Freak accident, but he's constantly asking referees and people to check on his nose because he's a model part-time.
I don't trust Dill.
Feel like this is, you can't take money off the guy's play, He's got to go do magazine shoots and photo shoots.
Look at Broderick just mocking Orion Mencin, and Mencin takes full advantage of Ref Dill's blindness. Nice elbow to the back, or to the head there, I should say. Broderick Valentine and kick out of 1.
Good strategy by that car crash. He sucked Broderick Valentine in. And he's thanking the Lord above that Broderick Valentine was stupid enough to fall for it.
And Ref Dill.
And Ref Dill. Well, Ref Dill was always going to be stupid enough to fall for it. He's a referee.
Where does Commissioner Betson get these referees, by the way?
I don't know. Where did you get Commissioner Betson?
I don't run the company, mate. That's not my domain.
Hey, mate.
The powers that be commissioned Betson to be the commissioner. See what I did there? Thank you very much. Checks in the mail. Orion Mencin. Nice right hand there to Broderick Valentine. And a nice chop there by the standard bearer of Broderick Valentine.
Oh, look at the pecs on Orion. You think a chop like that's going to affect him? Almost broke his own hand on it. Orion's still standing. It's not enough, brother.
Plenty of slaps.
You need bigger hands.
Snap, man. Drops the knee down on Valentine.
Directly on his nose too, what a jerk.
Quick cover here by Mencin, and Valentine kicks out of 2.
Well, here's the thing, Orion has his own surgically repaired nose. He wants to inflict the same pain, the same punishment on his opponents. He wants them to feel the same type of terror, the same trauma that he felt when his nose was broken. Watch him, watch him.
Have you ever had a broken nose before, DJ?
I have. I used to play cricket. It's a long story.
Were you top order, middle order, bottom order, batsman?
I took a fall of the nose. It doesn't matter. That's the story. Broke my nose.
So you weren't a good cricketer then? Speaking of which...
Not as great at cricket as...
Not good for...
He's at wrestling!
Valentine with a nice...
Check off cover!
Orion there. As said, Orion there with a backbreaker there to the back of Valentine.
Lung blower type maneuver. Able to get the advantage, but he was only able to get a 2.
People don't realise too are that Broderick Valentine, he's had issues with his neck and back in the past.
That's right, he's no spring chicken.
He's had problems with his neck and back, which has kept him out of pro wrestling for prolonged periods of time over his career.
I mean, he's come back better than ever. He had that 1 year plus long world title reign. You know, the guy is an MVP anyway. But Orion Mencin is currently cutting this dude's lunch. Tightrope walking, trash talking.
Straight down, nice axe handle there by Orion Mencin.
That's illegal in MMA, 12-6 elbow. Covers.
Completely different sports to what we were seeing right here.
Well, I'm just letting you know, pro wrestling's dangerous. The stuff that's not allowed in MMA, we can do here.
Absolutely.
With impunity. With impunity. Crowd here in Mornington letting Orion know how they feel.
They're not a fan of the car crash of Orion Mencin.
How can you not be a fan? Look at his boyish good looks, abs, athleticism. Oh no! I was about to mention his genitals, but they might not be mentioning at this point.
His Mencins have seen better days, and they've definitely seen better days, his Mencins, that's for sure.
Orion's belt is more like Orion's scrambled eggs. Did you get that? You got that one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was going to say there was a car crash down there at the moment.
Yeah, on Orion?
Yep.
Here we go. Neck crank.
And again, going back to yet again, a part of the body Broderick Valentine has had prolonged periods of injury with, which is that neck. And Orion is completely utilising that to his advantage.
Well, Orion's trying to keep him down. Broderick Valentine has the fight in him. Back to his feet. Tried to make his way out. Orion covers.
Over here, this could be it.
Tries it again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. He's getting angry now. He's getting heated. That car crash. His radiator is steaming. What is he doing here? Tommy, he's got the neck crank on again.
Yep. Straight back to that repair. Well, not surgical repair, but again, part of the body that Valentine's not feeling too comfortable with right now. Having a lot of pain too.
Orion likes to utilize that Tiger driver, 98, that double underhook pole driver, maybe trying to set up for it here. The standard bearer has other things in mind.
Nice jaw breaking there by Valentine. Bit of
hands.
Rattle and roll there from the standard bearer. Discus elbow.
Ryan reverses. Missed this twice.
Oh.
Flying clothesline.
And the standard bearer having all the momentum going his way right now. But we got some fisherman. Yep.
Shake, rattle, and roll like you said earlier.
Quick cover here now for Valentine. Cover here for Valentine on Orion.
The fisherman's version of the shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I really mess with that. The Broderick Valentine is getting a head of steam here on young Orion. The standard bearer, the man who held the Southeast down against the man who has been born and bred to be the future king of this Southeast.
Valentine's calling for it.
You gotta wake up earlier than that.
Double arm here for Orion. Nice instant Gooey there by Valentine.
He was looking for that Tiger Driver 98.
Broderick filling it now at the middle rope.
Pushes Orion off as he tries to grab for the ankle. Orion, he doesn't know where he is.
Going with the meteor. No, going with a double foot, and I think he only caught one of them there. Broderick Valentine on Orion.
Did he quite catch it?
Still wasn't enough to keep down Orion, regardless of what it was.
I think he lost his balance on the way down, and rather than do the double foot stomp, he went for the single. Orion had the wherewithal to block it. Valentine calling for it. One more time. Will we see sheer drop brain buster?
That's what he's looking for now here, Broderick. All right, reverses.
Tombstone position. No. Emerald Flosion. That's got to be it.
Quick cover here now for Orion. And Valentine kicks out.
We have to get a replay of that. That was the coolest setup into the Emerald Flosion I've ever seen. Oh.
Another cover here from Mencin. And Valentine says no.
Ryan is livid. Orion cannot believe he hit him with his best shot. Tombstone position into the Emerald Flosion, into the Island Driver. And the crowd here in Mornington are getting behind the standard bearer, the Lord of Love. And Orion is ready to explode.
Couple of right hands by both men.
European uppercut. Headbutts by the Lord of Love.
Going for a discus elbow.
And Orion is sticking to that right jab.
Super kick from Valentine.
Ryan's got to change it up here. Here we go, pump kick.
Oh, the high knee there from Valentine.
Calling for it one last time.
No.
Biting his hand, he's biting his hand.
And the car crash bites him a little more than he can chew.
He just roundhouse Broderick Valentine's head off. This has got to be it.
Quick cover here. Orion into the cover. Valentine and Broderick kicks out. Ref Dylan in the right place, the right time for that.
What a match we're watching here, Tomo. MWF Supremacy. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it around. What a crazy match we're watching here tonight, Tomo.
That's the thing, this is not the main event.
This is the main event anywhere in the world, brother. What is he doing? We don't have a good vantage point to see.
Orion's got a little bit of that car crash sensibility about himself. And he's seeking evil intentions. He might be thinking of that Tiger Driver.
Tiger Driver 98. One underhook. Two underhook.
He's taking his time there.
Feeding off the energy of the audience.
Right down there by Broderick. Oh, jeez.
Knee to skull. Orion's on. He's on roller skates.
Now it's time for Broderick Valentine. He hit that brain buster. Spikes Orion on his head. That is over. Broderick, big win. Broderick Valentine, and a big win for Broddy against the car crash as we look towards 2026.
Hey, the car crash, he promised us a car crash, and Orion Mencin always delivers. Match of the night, guaranteed. What a performance, but give it up for Broderick Valentine. Valentine, what a great win!
Big win for Valentine as he looks to gain momentum heading into 2026. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here at MWF Supremacy. 30 superstars, only one can reign. Who is going to be the MWF champion? The Supremacy Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, begins right now. So Commissioner Mencin is going to make his way to the Malice Arena. He's going to do so carrying Baby Blue, Baby Teal, also known as the MWF Championship.
I've got deja vu. I feel like I've heard this music already tonight. What a gorgeous belt.
Someone is walking out of here as the first ever MWF champion. We will be seeing history being made tonight.
Isn't she a beauty? And the dog's pretty much sir. It is a special night here at the Malice Wrestling Federation. For a special night like this, we like to do some special things. So first, before we get into the rules of the Rumble, I'd like to welcome our special guest referee, Diesel Simpson!
Now, for those who are not too familiar with Diesel, he was actually our first ever referee for the charity show that we did out of Garfield for the Ice Bucket Challenge. And so, as a bit of an early Christmas present for Diesel,
We got your very capable hands. All right, let's get this underway. This is your main event for the Malice Wrestling Federation Supremacy, and it is for the MWF Championship. It is a 30-person rumble. Every 90 seconds, a new competitor will join the match. The only way to win is by eliminating everybody else. It is just you standing in the ring. So, let's welcome our entrants. Now this one, oh, does it please me. Let's welcome to the ring, entrant number 1.
here comes Evo. Commissioner Mencin said to Evo, you can be in the Rumble, but you have to be at number 1. We'll find out shortly who is entrant number 2.
Please welcome entrant number 2.
number 2 into the MWF Supremacy Rumble. Here, DJ. What a way to start things off, having these two men be the first ones to lock up. Orion Mencin is officially joining us here at the comms table for this main event. Kamish, good to be with you.
Lovely to be with you, Tomo. Lovely to be with you, Sprite. Oh, fair enough, my friend.
He's not a fan of you, but
absolutely fair.
I think you've got the honours of ringing the bell in this
Can you be a fan
Rumble.
of someone who puts EVO number 1 in the Rumble for the MWF title? Orion Mencin, you are a special person, let me tell you.
And we're underway here. So the Rumble is underway. So for those who are joining us for the first time here, Mencin.
Yes.
Kamish, my boss. For those who are joining us for the first time, what is your game plan putting EVO at number 1 for those who did not get the opportunity to see what he did back at Eclipse in September?
Well, it's a couple of different reasons, Tomo. The main one is EVO comes in, talks a series of smack. He wants to consider himself, believe that he is in fact number 1. So I gave him the opportunity to present that, right, to work it out, to see whether that is something that he truly is. But look, honestly, it's also just 29 dudes are going to beat him up is what I hope.
Absolutely.
What I hope. He and I have quite an extensive history. It's not all brilliant, but as a commissioner, as you know, discussions, I plan to be, you know, by the book, follow the line. It's fair, it's even. Like same as Twisted J before, right? Yeah. He got done over hard. EVO's done the same. He comes in talking a series of smack, believing that he is better than anyone else. Put the pressure on. Here's our next entrant.
Number 3. Wonder who it might be. Well, I was going to say the Sanctuary made things a lot colder earlier tonight, but...
No, they did.
Oh, my goodness. The Herald himself, Kai Thorne, is making the Peninsula Community Theatre feel like it's July, not November, Mencin.
Well, I was not ready for that in the stand.
DJ, did you saw yourself as well? I swear I saw myself seeing Kai Thorne there.
Yeah, man, totally.
But it's an absolute pleasure, and it's a fantastic... oh my God.
Jesus.
It's been a fantastic evening so far here at Supremacy.
And the mood inside the ring just changed big time. EVO and Josh Redford have no idea.
I'm incredibly impressed that this man put so much thought and so much effort into his outfit, but could not figure out what shoes to wear.
The fans at Mornington are not a fan of Kai Thorne here, DJ.
How could you not be? I mean, look at him. He's everything you want from a wrestler. He's, you know, he's black, he's white, he's red. They're all the colors that you usually want.
He is certainly a foreboding presence, especially here in this Rumble, coming through nice and early at number 3.
Josh Redfield going after Kai Thorne, and this could be it here for the Herald. Trying to warm up the Rumble a little bit more here. Oh, here we go, EVO.
What a gun, the man from Mildura. Mildura's most wanted man. Teeing up. enough.
Number 4 coming into the ring very, very shortly. And the ring continues to fill up. And of course, this is a Rumble, so it is everyone high-fiving themselves. And speaking of which, well, they won a match earlier tonight to make themselves into this Rumble. Well, Deezy is the first cab off the rank for B-Squared.
By Deezy.
In them baby blue Jordans, baby! Deezy Mania's running wild!
And Deezy, even in the odds for Josh Redfield and the unlikely alliance of Deezy and Josh Redfield, they're going to try and take on hopefully both Kai Thorne and EVO. And now Redfield feels like he's a little bit more acquainted with having someone have his back, albeit it might be temporarily here, boys.
Orion Mencin.
Yes, sir.
We have the rare privilege of having you here at the commentary desk. So we're going to rip into a few of your booking decisions.
Go ahead.
Why did you put EVO at number 1?
As I said, for a number of different reasons, mostly to make him suffer. But outside of that, I said, if someone wants to come in and claim that they are the number 1,
Why
no
are you
question.
racist against people from Mildura?
People from Mildura are not a race. They are just a lower form of people.
What the hell? That was way colder than the response. Damn it, Vincent, you popped his card.
No worries. Look, as I said, long history with this man. Oh, he's trying to eliminate a dude right in front of me. That is despicable. However,
He singled you out. He's like, where's Benson? I'm going to eliminate a dude right in front of you to remind you that Mildura is number 1, brother.
look, it was a real challenge earlier. So my mum is here for her first ever wrestling show. She had like not the most kindest experiences.
Well, thank God EVO's here then.
That's what I'm saying. Evio hit on her in the foyer.
Wouldn't you? She's a hot piece, man.
That's my mum.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of hot pieces,
the ginger nut flying across the Tasman. And for those who don't know, the ginger nut, New Zealand born, New Zealand bred, and this is his debut on Australian shores, flying over.
No, get your information right. He's a fighting Irish, brother.
5 years of wrestling in New Zealand and recently back for a broken neck which took him out of action for a better part of 18 months. And gee, has in rehab been very kind to the ginger nut Betson.
it most definitely has. As you know, DJ was about to rip into my booking decisions a moment ago. There are some decisions that I believe are strong, and that is the ginger nut. As you mentioned, time away.
Trained by MWF alum Ryan Zero from the Heated Combat promotion. He is you're going to be very impressed with him.
I've been very lucky to work with so many different incredible companies in the time that I've been in this space. And it's nice to finally take advantage of that and create opportunities for people like the Ginger Nut. They do some great work. I've worked with a number of the people, a number of the crew over there, and I spotted him immediately. Saw those tapes and like, when this dude's ready to go, I want him to know us.
Shout out Big Craig, JZ Hello.
And his first time in Australia as well.
Absolutely. As we said, very similar to EVO. You think you want this opportunity, you think you are the best. I will give those opportunities to those that deserve it and those that don't.
As the wrestling ring continues to fill up with bodies, entrant number 6 is about to join us and make this even more fuller. And here comes the Battle Lord, looking for revenge and looking to maybe potentially bring a bit of gold back to Conflict Axiom.
Man, already we are 6 bodies in. No one has been eliminated. Everybody is in here. But with the Battle Lord Blake Curtis, we're going to see some bodies get airborne soon enough.
And we know the prowess from a multi-time champion like Blake Curtis. He's held singles gold, he's held tag team gold. He's got one of the best spine busters in the game today. There's the Battle Lord Blake Curtis. And he is a brute of a human being. He is the brute force of Conflict Axiom. There is no Conflict Axiom without Blake Curtis.
I I would argue there may not be a Malice Wrestling Federation without this man as well. Without a doubt, a strong staple of this company.
Did you get your blood back from Arthur Wayne Hall after him and Samson tore it up in July?
Sadly, no. Sadly, no.
As Kai Thorne's been eliminated from this Rumble.
There we have it.
And Blake Curtis trying to tee off on Josh Redfield, and Redfield says, "No, I got other plans, brother." Lefts and rights. Oh, the devastating deviant.
That is one of the things Blake Curtis, he is that battle lord. He is a massive powerhouse, but going up against the speed and accuracy of someone like Josh Redfield, it's going to be a whole thing. But speaking of Josh Redfield, big missile drop there to EVO. That fills my heart with joy.
Speaking of Josh, absolutely, and you see Josh Redfield too.
Yes.
He's going to have a bit of assistance now in this Rumble.
Oh, that he will.
The Mass Effect is in full effect officially in this Rumble.
Yes.
And his mass is very effective. With that spear.
And it's a reduction of mass, we should say. This man has lost about 20 kilos in this year alone. He took some time away.
To get his body right.
He has come back and he is still working. He is still going hard. Hang on. Oh.
Well, I was going to say Redfield and Shepherd, over the last 2 years, Ryan, as you know, they've had their differences, Shepherd and Redfield, within Standardized Paradox, but over the last 6 to 8 months, they've at least been able to patch up relationships of sorts.
Absolutely. There is no... Actually, no, I take that back. There are some relationships you can never come back from. However, the connection that the team of Standardized Paradox had with Josh Redfield, with Jackson Shepherd, as well as inmate 211, I knew they were going to come back. I just had some time, sat with them, had a chat, and I knew we were going to see some incredible things like this. Josh Redfield tearing up the ginger nut.
If you're watching here on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. This is Malice Wrestling Federation Supremacy. We are going to be crowning a champion very, very soon. At the end of this match, the last man standing will be the first ever MWF champion, brother.
Entrant number... oh my God.
Billy Ryder.
You shake your head, Tomo, but this man, he has a history with myself.
Shake your head all you want. The average ring IQ of this roster goes up anytime this man is on the card.
Absolutely. At that first ever Malice show, I made it a surefire thing. I needed to see Redfield and Will Walker
What a
step
classic that was. Still
the ring
MWF's
together.
best match, I reckon. The two of them, an absolute banger. You can see they're almost working as a team here.
Well, that's the thing. Former tag team champions. That's a company that is no longer active, but that doesn't mean
Shout out, Wade.
that teamwork, that coming together has not died as well.
The unlikely alliance of Will Walker and Josh Redfield coming to the forefront here in the middle of the Mouse ring during this Rumble.
What do you call them? The deviant characters? The main disappointments?
Oh, I like that one. That's pretty simple. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Probably your best work all year, DJ.
The disappointing characters?
Yeah, that might be better, actually. That was pretty good.
I have a million of them.
Well, one thing we don't have is a million bodies entering this match. However, in comes number 9.
The roster continues to fill up quickly.
If there's one thing that everybody in this room can agree with, regardless of your politics, regardless of your religion, regardless of what you believe in, everybody loves fat-bottomed girls!
And I think everyone loves Shock Morris.
Yes, it's good to see the Scum Daddy back inside a ring here, Rhino.
It's absolutely fantastic. It does appear that he has the tuchus of Hank Hill, for those that watch Hank Hill.
This is why Benson is looking at the commentator.
Look, oh, hang on, Daisy's out of here.
The Ginger Nut!
And so is the Ginger Nut.
The Ginger Nut! Just got that Ginger Nut on the outside!
And Jackson Shepard's also gone to... No, Shepard, sorry, my apologies, is still in the ring as we speak.
He is.
But Ginger Nut and Al Deasy are both out of this one. The Ginger Nut is not happy.
He's attempting to get back in, but our special guest referee, Diesel Simpson, following the rules as a referee, short only the high caliber referees outside of that one I mentioned earlier.
The Ginger Nut is losing his mind!
And
He's not just a ringer, he's insane!
unfortunately for the Ginger Nut, his first time in Australia, he's not walking home with gold.
Will Walker attacking the Battle Lord here.
Shock Morris is taking a bit of time to get himself reacclimatized.
The next person has come out and he hasn't even entered the ring.
It's a smart play, just wait and take your time.
Entrant number 10 in the Rumble now. Here comes Cannonball.
Another incredible up-and-coming talent. He's in his rookie year at the moment. And I'm very lucky that he accepted the offer to come and spend some time here at Noah's as he takes down Curtis.
We're seeing a lot of rookies really stand up in 2021. We saw a big win for Skittles earlier tonight in a big win against Shane Fly Silver.
EVO eliminating Shepard, Tomo.
And also with Johnny DeVille, it's a good opportunity for him to hopefully try and outlast now 20 other superstars for his shot, potentially becoming the first ever MWF champion.
We saw Jackson Shepard just get eliminated. Johnny DeVille stomping away at the Battle Lord. And Redfield and Will Walker have started to become quite a well-oiled machine here, Tomo.
Absolutely. I still don't trust Will Walker as much as I would throw him, but this unlikely alliance between Redfield and Walker has really come to the forefront in this Rumble, DJ.
Well, I think you better start trusting Will Walker because he's one of the guys that produces here in MWF. We talked about standard bearers and whatnot.
Walker and Redfield going to go after Chalky now. And Chalky Boy, he's been ambushed by Redfield and Walker. The disappointing characters are working well together.
Look, they're working well together at the moment, Tomo. Things can change at any given time. When in any multi-man match like this, they are your friend until they are not. And I hope I mentioned it when I came out to the ring earlier. There was a whole lot going on and caught up in the swell of emotion. But as Sprite has mentioned, this Rumble is for this championship.
The South Australian Heavyweight Champion, the largest active professional wrestler in the Southern Hemisphere of the planet of Earth, brothers.
We've been very lucky here at Malice to have some great partners like PWSA. Conflict Axiom have made their presence known over there as well. In that time, I knew we had to get some folks over, and Magni is one of those guys.
Well, we saw Twisted J earlier. We know that you guys have to line across, but I didn't think that this Rumble would get so intense, brother.
6'8", weighs at 500 pounds. And it's funny, I actually haven't spoken and I haven't really seen Magni Rakerson in 6 years. I got to call one of his last matches in Victoria. I got to call. So for me,
Look at the stairs, they can't even hold him.
it is so good to see him back inside a Victorian ring. And now he is public enemy number 1. Johnny DeVille felt that firsthand, and everyone knows that the big man in this and the big threat in this match is Magni Rakerson.
Chuck Morris saying, let's team up. I'm from Queensland, you're from South Australia. Let's make something happen here. And Blake Curtis is like,
The PWSA champion's not having any of it.
He doesn't need a team with anyone, it's a team with himself. He's a one-man tag team. He's Magni Rakerson.
Battle Lord Magni squaring the middle of the ring. Oh my God, Jen.
Run, Curtis,
I just
run.
booted a series of phones and assorted drinks under this table.
Have you?
I do apologise.
This is my water
For the
bottle.
collateral damage downstairs.
Don't. You were that scared about the enforcement that the ring has to go under now because Curtis and Magnuson are just going
You can see the ring is basically caving under him.
And it's going to get even bigger because Crusher is back in a wrestling ring. Here comes. Here comes my boy Crusher. He's looking actually a lot healthier than ever before has Jason Crusher Cole.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Tomo. Just a moment, I noticed Blake Curtis and Magni staring, looking at me, a little chat to one another, pointing at Crusher Cole. I think they know what they could be squaring up against.
Is this ring going to be able to take the weight, guys?
So good to see Crusher back inside the ring.
Look, I think they can. The incredible team over at Platinum Wrestling, they have very kindly allow us to use this remarkable ring. It has been reinforced, it has been held together to take on amazing folks like this.
And for what you guys probably don't know, but Crusher and Reznor have got their own little history. They were part of a tag team called J2 back in the day. They were one of the biggest tag teams in Victoria at one point, Crusher and Redfield.
One of the few times ever that Crusher steps into the ring with someone who dwarfs him.
This is gonna be high protein at its finest.
You're looking at that and you see protein? Protein is what you see?
Lots of protein. Lots of protein is about to make waves.
Jock Norris telling us to stop it.
I have a three-letter word that starts with F that I would use to describe it.
Jock is not afraid to mince words.
Man, Crusher Cole taking on both of these absolute pieces of meat.
Big meaty men slab of meat.
It's meat mania inside the Rumble right now.
Meat madness. The madness of the meat. And we'll walk us chopping it. We'll walk it.
Thank goodness I've lost 15 kilos all thanks to high protein diet.
Protein is the secret. Shout out to you, Tomo. Well done.
We have more meat coming to the ring. If you're talking about thick, T-H-I-double-C.
Well, that's the best thing about meat, gents. It's a little bit better when it's spicy.
PJ Red about to be the second member of B Square, of course. Mornington born, Mornington bred, Mornington owned. Super kick there from PJ onto Walker. And now to DeVille and Redfield. PJ is super kicking everyone, including the high protein meat, inside that ring.
Putting Redfield into a state of rigor mortis.
Oh, super kick to Magni.
Is this ring gonna hold? Are these ropes really gonna hold?
The thud of Magni hitting the middle of the ring.
So, Rhino, my problem with you is if PJ Red eliminates Magni, you might not get the bond back on this building because the roof will be completely caved in because of the cheer that PJ is potentially going to receive if that happens.
Look, there are sacrifices that I'm willing to make, and as you mentioned, PJ Red, Mornington born and bred, this isn't the first building that he has blown the roof off in this town.
Yeah.
So there is the PJ Red clause or the B squared clause that does appear in most of our contracts with our venues. So they're fully aware of what could happen if PJ Red was to happen to take all this out
Oh,
tonight.
there goes Chuck Morris.
Chucky boy's out.
If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff that spreads this up.
Is there a beautiful hashtag for the show so we can follow along to the kind words that folks are saying?
What is 2012? What hashtag?
Hashtags are still useful.
Hashtag MWF Supremacy is Crusher almost eliminated. Actually, Crusher eliminated his old tag team partner. And it's not the first time that Cole and Redfield have been in a situation like that because Redfield turned his back on Crusher Cole all those years ago before they reformed temporarily.
Oh, watch out, PJ. Yes, that is a big bolt. Bitch behind you.
Oh, come on, PJ Red. We believe in you. Mornington has your back.
The PWSA champion is just a mountain of a man. I can't see anybody beating him. Just stepping on PJ Red's throat.
Oh, sore pectorals of Chuck Morris.
It's all nipple.
All nips.
All nips, no hips.
It's shocking.
If you see the buttocks in this man, he's all nips, no hips.
Oh, should have got the pasties, Chuck. Should have got the pasties.
Wegas.
Hang on, what happened? I was distracted by nips. What's
Mate, you
going
got
on?
eliminated by Blake Curtis.
No way.
And speaking of which,
Hang on.
oh, Crusher has eliminated Blake. Oh my goodness. I'm just going through puberty.
Look, Crusher Cole does have that effect. The surge of testosterone that comes out of this man spreads across the room. Ah, of course.
The harbinger of chaos, of course, formerly with the Grey. Him, the Poison Bullet, Hugh Sands, Mason Stoneheart, a karate black belt.
The karate black belt.
Yeah, you don't want to fight him in a karate contest.
Exactly, this isn't karate, this is professional wrestling, which allows Crusher Cole to just smack the absolute crap out of his face.
But of course, Mason Stoneheart is a cunning opportunist.
That is.
And this is smart here from Mason Stoneheart. As Johnny DeVille is about to see why Crusher Cole is one of the most dominant big men in all of pro wrestling. Oh my God!
Oh my
no
God.
way! DeVille! Oh my goodness! Johnny DeVille has eliminated Crusher from this Rumble. Oh, let's take DeVille out.
EVO starter, number one. EVO is still here.
Well,
Number 30. It don't matter. EVO is still here.
Well, EVO knows if he doesn't have a good result in this Rumble, Ryan Mencin, Commissioner Mencin, will unbook him for the rest of 2025 and maybe into 2026.
Ryan Mencin should commission himself for a lobotomy.
Look, it's one of those things, as I said, the personal grievances aside, he said he's number one. I wanted him to prove it. No, I didn't expect him to be able to prove it this long so far, but I put out the challenge, he picked it up.
This is my odds-on favourite, Shadow Bo Hockey, to win the MWF Championship right here.
If you want to talk incredible people for 2025, I have watched Aiden Osborne at so many other promotions go against some remarkable people.
Stoneheart could be out of here. And Osborne could not get him down. But PJ and Osborne working together here. And now PJ's got his eyes on EVO. While Osborne takes Stoneheart out of here. It's going to be a long drive back to Werribee for Mason Stoneheart.
That it is, and I can understand. I've got a long road to Geelong back.
Mason Stoneheart lives in Broadmeadows.
Long enough. Suplex. Osborne and PJ Reds.
I went to
The
you
complete
guys
lack of inflection, Sprite. That was beautiful.
He lives in
Absolutely beautiful.
It's the same area.
It's really not.
It is not.
Only now it's different. What's the difference, you know?
Geography, luckily we hired you, Tomo, for your incredible comm skills and your geography.
skills.
Not for geography.
Which is a shame because I got I was going to say I got a 43 out of 50 in geography in year 12.
Solid.
PJ read through something at me, but him and Osborne, it's the tape. What are they thinking here? Sly directing a little bit of traffic. Remember, Sly's been in this industry just a little bit longer than PJ Red. And unfortunately for Osborne and PJ, you can't trust a Sly guy like James Sly Silver.
Absolutely. He's an incredible competitor. Outside of his history alone, he is just so good in the squared circle. With Kobe Reed being medically cleared, I was required to think of an alternate. When I saw this man on the list, I was like, you know what? He's the guy.
And you know what's funny? We've got a 14-day no-compete policy if you get a concussion. Unfortunately, Kobe was on day 13.
He was. It was difficult. It was difficult. That is the one hard decisions that you have to make in this role, Tomo. As you would be aware, you yourself, a former general manager, a former commissioner, the rules are the rules.
Yes, they are. And you got to make those tough decisions sometimes.
Absolutely. Look at all these men. Look at EVO here sweating absolute buckets as we welcome number 17. Number 1, he is still in here. Pretty much, actually very few, if any, people from the early numbers are still around. It is just EVO.
Here comes God's gift, Sean Young.
Wow, the speed at which he enters the ring.
Recently winning his first singles championship at another promotion only about a month or so ago. Former tag team champion with Lockie Hendricks back in the day, Sean Young.
Also, Lockie Hendricks, also a heavyweight champion in another promotion.
Absolutely.
That's the pedigree that Sean Young runs with.
Who's Lockie Hendricks?
You're not cool enough to appreciate Loverboy.
Apparently not.
But I think he goes by...
You're watching here on YouTube.
He probably goes by...
Like, comment, subscribe.
He probably goes by the aspirationalist now.
That he does
But
indeed.
unfortunately, I don't think you know what that word means, DJ, but that's okay. You're not here for your English, you're here to watch this match.
Are you trying to make fun of me because I speak 3 languages fluently?
Sean Young, I don't know if Sean Young speaks fluent languages other than English, but...
I can barely speak one, so I'm genuinely impressed.
And Sean Young is impressive. He's attacking EVO right now, who has come into this match from number 1 and has somehow survived despite the onslaught that God's gift is currently giving him.
Sean Young been in the industry for over a decade. Took some time off and...
What is an aspirationalist?
It's when you aspire to inspire others to be better.
An expert in aspiration.
Exactly. You've got to aspire to inspire.
And how is that a good wrestling gimmick?
You know what? Look. No, but it's not my space to say. But what I'm supposed to say, what I'm proud to say, no, the Nichols.
I'll tell you about good wrestling gimmicks. The young lady from country, Victoria. The woman who grew up busting heads in Nippo from good country. In this Rumble, my on-zone favorite, Never freaking Nichols.
Coming off the back of an incredible match with Erica Reed. Literally last night, over in Geelong. Oh my God!
Remember, she's also got a big victory over Tarlee at the last show as well. So what 2025 Nova Nichols has had.
Oh, this is interesting.
These guys have a bit of history, PJ and Nova.
Former stablemates.
Training partners, friends, compadres.
They like to party, these two.
Running buddies, if you will. Both raised in the country. Both like to get spicy as the fists fly.
Just flurries of punches. That's the difficulty of not standing in the ring across, someone that you've trained with, someone that you've been with this entire time. You know their entire moveset. You know what they're capable of. Sometimes you just got to swing for the fences, Tomo.
Absolutely. It's very hard to keep eyes glued to one action because there's 3 different actions happening all at once.
Smart move by Sly Silver though, just pacing it out, waiting. Big shot to the back of Sean Young.
I think Sly has a point to prove now because
he does.
He lost his match earlier with Skittles. He wants to prove that he can really carry Malice into 2026 by becoming champion.
He couldn't even carry himself to win against Skittles.
Making their way, entrant number 19.
Wait, what?
DJ Red is looking intently.
Malice Wrestling Federation, gents.
The man with more hair than sense, the pitbull of the Cougars.
Frankie Grime, I didn't think he was going to compete tonight. I thought he was going to be just a commentator, but Frankie Grime, of course, has had a couple of health issues throughout the duration of 2025. Good to see him back in the ring, but he's done a fantastic job as a broadcast commentator over the last couple of shows at Malice.
He most definitely has. When we were needing someone to come and call our pre-show matches, he was a given. He is the man.
Frankie Grime, amazing vocal talent, but an even better professional wrestler. And he's here in the Malice Rumble trying to fight and claw for the MWF Heavyweight Championship.
And that he is. So when he hit me up, he had a little whisper. He was like, hey man, look, I know I've been out for a little while, but the doctor's given me the all clear. Here's my paperwork. I'm like, you know what? Let's bring you in that Rumble, sir. Put you in the prime number 19 spot. And
is that all it takes, Benson? Send you an email and butter you up a little bit, put you in a Rumble.
Oh, look, it does help. It's a communication thing.
On a power trip, sir.
Grime, about to take out Sean Young.
But as you said, he's an incredible wrestling talent, an important member of the Cougars. So when that email comes through, like every individual on this list,
Of all the members of the Cougars, he's definitely one of them.
Number 20. Oh my gosh. No.
yep. One of those things, Conflict Axiom was without Chris Law for a window of time, who was also unable to compete for health reasons. We are so glad he's back, and as a 20-year veteran, it only felt fitting to have him come in at position number 20.
As somebody who's known this man since he was 20 years old, I've never seen him in this great shape.
He's looking absolutely fantastic.
Now, of course, he's played by Claire Constantine, and I've got my history with Chris Law.
You do.
Long history with Chris Law. Dating back 7-8 years. Like I said, I've been in the industry now for 8 years, and for 7.5 of those 8 years, I have been at the house of Chris Law. And Frankie Grime goes through.
Counting, gents, but EVO still got a lot of eliminations. He may come out as Iron Man as well.
So let's go through him right now. So at number 1 is EVO. He's still in the ring.
That is.
Right now at the moment, PJ Red came out at number 13. He's still in the ring. Nova Nichols came out at 18. She's still in the ring. Sean Young came out at 17. He's still in the ring. Aiden Osborne came out at 15. He's still in the ring. So right now, you're right. The Iron Man in this one is, at the moment, EVO.
That it is.
But, guys,
who the hell is this?
he's back! He's back!
As I said, here at Malice.
So, DJ, you can take a seat. You can relax for a minute. Wild Heart Chase Williams is back inside the the Malice Arena, and he's got a long history with Chris Law. It's been 1,031 days since Chase Williams has been inside the squared circle as an active performer.
Good clothesline bite. What did you say his name was?
The Wild Heart Chase Williams.
The Wild Heart.
The Wild Heart.
And you know when the heart is wild, the heart wants what it wants, you know?
And one thing I most definitely wanted was Chase Williams back inside those ropes. As you mentioned, Tomo, 1,000 days. That's a long window of time. But when that opportunity arose, I was like, you know what? You're in.
He's also going after the man who has been a thorn in his side before he took that long hiatus in Chris Law. Chris Law is one of the reasons why he's been out for so long.
I guarantee you Chris Law is one of the reasons he even got into the business.
And Chris Law is going to get everything he deserves at the behest of Chase Williams. Chase not batting an eyelid against Chris Law.
Chris Law going straight for the throat of Williams. As you were saying, Tomo, that history is deep. It is probably been a bit of hatred, a bit of resentment.
And of course, you haven't seen much of Chase Williams' back catalogue, DJ, and that's okay, I can forgive you. But he is harkening back to the old 60s, 70s, 80s Midwestern wrestling. That is what the Wild Heart brings into it.
Name one state in the Midwest. Name one state.
We don't have time.
We don't have time, unfortunately.
Number 22.
Number 22.
Now, I'm just checking my notes here. It's just one word.
I would have taken Illinois.
It's just wanker.
Returning from the dangerous concussion that he suffered against Aiden Osborne and Savannah Rowe on our inaugural event, James Marshall back in a Malice ring, and SHIT is about to get FUCK'd up.
Immediately coming to the save for his Conflict Axiom brethren. Conflict Axiom having a pretty strong time tonight. A lot of appearances. They appeared in the pre-show, appeared in the multi-man tag match earlier. They're also represented here in the Rumble. Sorry to catch you off, Tomo.
That is Vince's Conflict Axiom at its best right there. And the wanker, James Marshall, is going to hopefully get thrown over. Come on, get rid of him.
He has locked those legs tight around those ropes.
It's grippy.
Get rid of him.
He's got that good grip.
Oh, come on.
He got that good grip.
Oh, get lost. Seriously.
Benson knows what I'm talking about. He got that good grip.
Seriously. The Rumble was good until James Marshall made his presence known inside that Rumble.
The crowd did go incredibly quiet.
Let's do a quick check around the ring. Aiden Osborne, Sean Young, Chris Law, PJ Red, James Marshall, Chase Williams, Nova Nichols, EVO still somehow in here, but joining them now at number 23. He had an incredible appearance at the Battle Royal on the pre-show.
To win the whole thing.
Is this guy, hold on, is this guy not the announcer?
He is the former ring announcer. He is a former American football background individual. But right now, he is the big boss.
This guy is not a former background individual. He's the entire background right now.
And he almost stopped Conflict Axiom in their tracks. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, Twisted J, Blake D'Angelo, MWF Resurgence. When you do buy those tickets, make sure to use the code HOS5. You get savings, as you said earlier.
Lots of savings, and of course, Hoss has dropped 25 kilos before his debut tonight too.
There is a lot of people working hard on their bodies here at Malice, here in the local scene. It's the best time to be a wrestler.
And This man likes to cook a lot of high protein. A lot of meat.
It shows.
And he's going to be dropping.
Chiseled from granite.
Look at that, swinging Sean Young around and around and around.
Sean Young's going to feel it.
Right on his feet.
As you mentioned, Big Hoss comes from an American football background. Retired after accumulating a couple of injuries and decided to move into the world of pro wrestling as Chase Williams has been eliminated by the wanker James Marshall.
What a wanker.
DJ, I know you haven't seen much of this guy either, but this is the juggernaut. This is the juggernaut, Jay Hunter.
I've only worked about 60 events with him.
He is a brute of a human being. I got to his debut match, just putting it out there, you know?
It's okay. Look, there was one time where I'm pretty sure I saw him kill a dude. I wasn't really paying attention to show. I look up and he just razor edged the dude over the ropes. I didn't see the table that was there.
Juggernaut Jay Hunter, 24 years old, former semi-professional rugby player. And you're about to find out because you have to round.
And also for those who don't know too, he calls it the Hunter's Edge.
Hunter's Edge, my apologies, thank you for the correction. But that Hunter's Edge nearly took out the whole dude, nearly killed him.
And he's going to show why he's the juggernaut.
Yes!
Dropping EVO.
Effortlessly.
Love to see.
He's a big boy, Jay Hunter. You don't want to mess with a big man like Jay.
Oh, you got Chris Lowe! Chris Lowe! 40-year-old man!
And guys, I hate to say it, no, I love to say it. This might be my odds-on favourite to win the MWF Championship.
You have thrown a couple odds-on favourites throughout the match, Tom. Are you locking this one in, though?
I'm locking in Jay Hunter now.
All right.
Unless they change their minds. But right now, I'm not changing my mind. PJ trying emphatically to try and get rid of Jay Hunter and the Juggernaut. Oh my God. Oh, this is unreal. Oh.
Training partners are PJ Red and Jay Hunter. They debuted on the same event. They know each other intimately.
So I go for the right hand. Right hand by PJ just to keep himself in. He wants to win the MWF Championship in front of family and friends tonight here in Mornington.
And the Juggernaut from not far down the road.
Oh,
He's out of here.
and PJ, the hometown boy, is out of this Rumble. And what a showing. What a night for PJ Red to come home.
And it looks like Jay Hunter may be going back to Dingley Village with a brand new shiny thing, brother. But Nova Nichols, my favourite, she's right there in the waiting. Oh!
And Marshall's gone.
Thanks for coming. Enjoy the CTE. Nova Nichols stalking.
Oh, my God.
My absolute favourite to win this match. Hang in there, Nova.
And
Hang in there.
Jay Hunter about to potentially take Nova out. And he has. That's three straight eliminations for Jay Hunter.
Big chop from Hoss onto Chris Law.
We have a lot of young talent in the ring at the moment.
Speaking of young talent,
Listen to this place. For the Camilla Roy Warrior.
I've watched this man wrestle since he was 16 years old. Now, mind you, he's only 18. But it's a couple of years. He has gone up. He has gone up against some incredible folk. He is trained by some of the hardest wrestlers in this industry, by the likes of Joel Bateman.
From one proud Indigenous man to another.
Absolutely. It's lovely to see some First Nations representation here in the wrestling ring.
Absolutely nice drop kick there from Jackson Wilden. Of course, a former Australasian champion. And Jackson Wild, a proud First Nations.
You can see Jackson Wild talking Jay Hunter. after.
I think you might have forgotten the memo too. He gets a hardcore runner for Jay Hunter.
Forget anything.
But Jackson Wild actually just graduated high school back 2 weeks ago.
That's right. No, he hasn't graduated yet.
Those results are not almost in. Give him a couple more weeks, they'll be there. But I don't think he needs to worry about that hex score, that enter score, whatever the hell it is in this state.
It was called ASAR back in my day.
Me too, it was the enter. No, it was the enter, then it was the enter. Either way, it doesn't matter because this man's future is in professional wrestling.
Absolutely. Could go for four-way slam here. Big Hoss says no. And guys, I don't know if you know, but this guy is now my odds-on favourite to win the MWF Championship. This guy's my odds-on favourites.
Well, the odds are getting better and better as more folks get eliminated. Entrant number 26. The Brick Shithouse himself.
For those that don't know, I've also got a history with Jordan Sampson. You got good and bad.
Any wrestler on this side of town, you have some beef with him.
As Big Hoss gets taken out. Of course, Jordan Sampson representing Bloodfighter alongside, we spoke about First Nations people. First Nations, proud First Nations wrestler in Joel Bateman is his brother from Bloodfighter.
Now they are Jordan Sampson has also gone across the ring of the Camilla Roy warrior Jackson Wild. Chops across the chest in the middle of the ring from the Juggernaut and the Brick Shithouse.
Absolutely. Jay Hunter's going to try and take Sampson out, but DJ really quickly. We all make bad decisions in life. Unfortunately, Clay Coxley made a very bad decision.
Oh no, hang on, Sampson taking the opportunity. Taking out the Juggernaut.
And Hunter goes. And that's why Jordan Sampson is my odds-on vote to win the MWF Championship, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, honestly, I might actually agree with you here. I can't see anyone who could take down Jordan Sampson from this field. There's no way.
Jordan Sampson, all black belt in jiu-jitsu, in kickboxing, has won numerous kickboxing championships.
Big chop to EVO, somehow still in this. I set him the challenge, enter number 1. See what you can do, mate.
Nice German.
He can go well.
Nice German to Jackson Wild, I should say.
We saw her incredible. I didn't want to speak over our incredible ring announcer, but we saw her amazing husband earlier tonight, Natasha Valentine, coming in, one of the strongest women in Australian professional wrestling, doing some damage immediately.
Natasha Valentine, a former powerlifter, cannonball into EVO. A former powerlifting champion. Won her first singles championship in her career. Only recently, too, a couple of suburbs over, to Natasha Valentine. And as I said, or as you said, Betsy, she is, and she's about to show why, she's the strongest woman in pro wrestling.
God! Just drops him.
Pump handle driver and all. Natasha Valentine shows why she is so strong. And that was just light work for her. EVO was light work for Natasha Valentine there.
Jordan Sampson, Natasha Valentine in the ring. Right in the middle of this blood boy. Hits the ropes. Oh, unable to move him, even with all that strength behind her. Oh!
Move him.
Oh my God. No way, no way. Oh my God!
Natasha, spared by Lorna Osborne. Shades of what we saw in Eclipse in Pakenham.
God got me to my feet.
Number 28 about to make their presence felt inside their MWF Malice ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like swearing on broadcast, but guess what? It's a Matty, bitches.
I love Matty's approach. Coming, what looks like streaks, then proceeds to slap the spit out of Chris Law and just takes down EVO.
Nice side effect by Matty James to EVO. And Matty James, can we see the replay on that? That slap heard around the world on Chris Law. That was a thing of beauty by Matty James. I would love to see that over and over and over and over and over again.
Chris Law going to work on God's gift. Sean Young in the corner there. Still have EVO from number 1 still in the ring. Jordan Sager got it down on Aiden Osborne. Claire Constantine just looking like a snack at ringside.
Quick right hand here.
I called you a snack. I called her a snack. She got mad.
As I said, we make bad decisions in life, and Claire Constantine joining Conflict Axiom was a bad decision she made in her life.
Hey, man.
Oh, wow, we're in our final 2 entrants. They're coming in at number 29.
Wonder who it could be.
Just on the buzzer, someone gets chopped.
Mornington just got a bit crazier.
Look, if there's a shiny thing, you know that this man's not too far away.
I don't know that 211 wants this. Not sure shining thing here.
Just a reminder for anyone that just randomly has joined us, this Rumble will crown the first ever MWF Champion. It was an absolute honor to bring that ring out here to... Sorry, but I'll try it again. It was an absolute honor to bring this belt out here to the ring, and it would be even nicer to see who takes that out.
Sean Young's head just exploded. Chris Law in there with 211. Stop trying to headbutt 211. I was talking to you people. Have you not seen this man wrestle enough?
Forehead of steel of inmate 211.
Forehead of diamond, brother. What are you talking about? It's like these guys want concussions.
What is 211 doing?
I think he's posing for a selfie.
Photo.
For a selfie, yeah. Hey man, if hot chicks ever hung around you, you want to get photos too.
That is absolutely crazy.
Oh, it's sucking in both Valentine and Matty James.
Inmate 211, he used his virgin powers for good.
And this does bring us to our final entrance, Tomo, number 30.
Oh my goodness.
Normally I enjoy the sound of bad omens,
But not this occasion.
but not in this occasion.
No.
As I was sitting outside earlier, my son was like, I love this song. I'm like, isn't it amazing? It's a shame about this guy.
Oh, hold on, we're going to hear from Nathaniel.
Where his finest came up, flannel.
Ladies, gentlemen, peasants, I am number 30 in the Supremacy Rumble. I am the real main event. Don't you look at me, you stupid bitch. Malice Wrestling Federation Champion!
teach this man how to use a mic. Don't just yell, don't throat the damn thing.
Can you teach this guy? elucha.com. You can buy wrestling gear. Extremely cheap. Highspots.com. More cheap wrestling gear. Condon.com.au. If it's not up to your speed, maybe you can figure out something on Condon. What are you waiting for? Jesus Christ!
Nathaniel's gone! He's gone! You're gone! He's gone! Giving Nathaniel Clinton exactly what he deserves.
Oh, bold decision from Nathaniel throwing his shirt at Platinum ring.
That was at least $7. It came out. What is he doing? That's like half his wage.
But there are no more entrants. These are your final competitors. Tomo, let's go around the ring and see one of these individuals could be our champion.
Absolutely. So at number one was EVO. He's still in the ring. Right now, at the moment, still in the ring too is, of course, entrant 15, Aiden Osborne.
Yep.
Jackson Wild, who came in a little bit later on in the piece at number 25. He's still in the ring. Sean Young at 17 is still in the ring. Aiden Osborne at number 15 is still in the ring. To 11, who came in at 29, is still in the ring. Jordan Sampson, who came in at 26, is still in the ring. And Chris Law, who came in at 20, is still in the ring.
And Jackson Wild at 25. You did mention that?
Yep.
My apologies. I did hard zone out for a hot second. You put this lovely bag of confectionery in front of me.
Well, you need a bit of sugar boost to call a rumble for an hour or so. And that's probably as long as EVO's been in the ring right now. Hold on, let me have a look at the clock.
Let's look at a quick time check.
That's 61 minutes he's been in the ring for.
61 minutes.
61 minutes he's been in the ring for.
Look, this giving him crap has really backfired on me, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah.
I was expecting him to just get his whooped within like 10 minutes, not even. Little did I realize that 61 minutes later, EVO would still be in this match. And
Benson.
Oh, you know what I'm looking forward to?
Benson,
Yes,
you
sir.
messed up, man. You put this guy number 1. He's here after number 30. You wanted to punish him. Here's an idea, genius. Don't book him on the card.
Osborne's been eliminated by Chris Laws. You guys are bickering like little boys.
What I'm not looking forward to is as we run this down to the final two bodies, if it ends with me having to pass that belt over to EVO. Oh my God, another elimination.
And we're down to 4.
What have
we
I
are down
done?
to 4 men. EVO, Sean Young, Jordan Sampson, Chris Law. One of these men is going to be crowned the first Malice Wrestling Federation champion here at Mornington.
We've got 3 former champions and then EVO.
And the battle is on. Sampson to Law, Young to EVO.
Not a European uppercut spin thrown.
From Sampson.
The speed of Sampson with a suplex.
Sean Young's not far behind. Here we go.
The tandem offense
No,
between Shaw,
nothing.
Sampson, Young is good.
I felt that landing through the reverberations of the floor.
Here we go, Young and Sampson working together as a tag team to try and take out EVO here. Oh, here we go. Like English here. Oh, jeez.
The raw strength of Sampson. Sorry, Tomo.
That's all right. The gut wrench was fantastic there from Jordan Sampson and Betson.
That was absolutely remarkable. As I was saying, the complete raw strength of Jordan Sampson. It doesn't surprise me, even though he came in later in the game at number 26. If I had to plan this out and know how it was going to go, I had a feeling that Samson would still be around here in the Final Four. Hell, maybe even the Final Two.
He's my all-time favourite to win the whole thing. Brainbuster there by Samson the Young.
Sheer drop style, back of the neck of Sean Young, and he's got to be feeling the electricity in his fingertips.
Samson now going to EVO. Knife edge shot there from the Blood Fighter. Oh my God.
Low blow damage to Samson.
And Samson eliminated.
Another elimination by EVO.
Cock knocked and thrown over the top is the brick shithouse.
Well, at least my all-time favourite Sean Young is still in the Rumble.
Chris Law, like a friggin' 20-year-old, like a guy who just walked out of his first wrestling training. And he's saying, EVO, back me up.
Oh, and Young says no.
Rocks the jaw of EVO with that boot.
Come on, Sean.
How has he still got this energy left in him?
Make yourself famous, Young.
Those big jumping leg lariats taking down both gents. Sean Young, you know what? He could take this.
He could. He most finally.
EVO is gone.
Look, it fills me with joy, but also...
It took 65 minutes.
Well, if he didn't interrupt, Spot, he'd let me finish. It does fill me with joy to see him eliminated, but he had definitely took me by surprise by making it all the way to the final three. I might have to have a word with this man backstage, but not the aggressive ones I'm used to having.
I still think he deserves to be unbooked for not winning the championship, but that's just my personal opinion.
It's God's gift and the spiritual leader of Conflict Axiom.
Come on, Young.
One of these two will become the first ever Malice Wrestling Federation champion. All that has to happen, one more person over that top rope.
Oh, trying to go for the spear. Young ducked underneath. Young going to try to go for a suplex. Countered nicely there by Chris Law. Law going to try and go for the stunner. Young said no. Oh. Kick to the midsection. Law down.
Doing a quick check of the entrance. Sean Young coming in at number 17. Chris Law coming in at number 20.
Law's in a lot of pain. Sean Young looking to capitalize on that rolling suplex.
Both these gents must be running on absolute fumes, coming in similar time.
Oh no, stunner.
But Chris Law that little bit quicker.
A stunner to Sean Young by Chris Law.
And Sean Young doesn't know where he is. God's gift is looking for the wrapping paper. His ribbon is tangled.
Chris Law just staring into absolute nothingness.
Young ducks underneath. Does Chris Law spear? Law's on top in this Rumble. And Chris Law is about to turn Sean Young's knife. But Young says no. Young holds on for dear life. Chris Law trying really hard. Can't do so. Can Young get him up? He can. Spinning, rolling suplex into a brain buster there from Young. Come on, Sean. Make it so. Oh, come on.
Knock her down. Knock her down.
Claire Constantine.
Oh, you should have hit her.
You Jezebel. You absolute Jezebel. Stunner.
He's on the ropes.
Law. Elimination.
Oh my God. New champ. New champ. New champ. New champ.
the summit here at Malice. And Chris Law is your inaugural MWF Champion.
What an absolute incredible situation to have this man etched in the record books as the first ever Malice Wrestling Federation champion, as he is joined by fellow Conflict Axiom members James Marshall, Blake Curtis, Nate Nitro, and the other guy whose name I've completely forgotten right now.
Luke Reznor.
Thank you so much. I feel like such a prick. Didn't mean it. My brain literally just went blank.
We're going to hear from Conflict Axiom.
The last time Reverend Chris Law won a championship in a tournament, I feel like I thanked everybody who was in attendance. But since then, I've made a number of questionable decisions, and because of that, and being here on the verge of my 21st year as a pro wrestler, I feel in front of all of you, which I was born in Frankston, this is almost my hometown for me. But I feel, as I look at this beautiful belt, that I owe, because of my actions, an apology to absolutely everyone! I am the best pro wrestler on this planet! At 32 years old, I prove why I'm the best, why I'm a true champion, and why all of you shitbag promoters who won't give me the time of day can realize that I'm the best thing going in this country. This here is the premier championship. This here is the measuring stick. I am Reverend Chris Law. I own Mornington. You know that? I own Mornington. Conflict Axiom own Mornington. I am Reverend Chris Law. And I don't care whether your name is PJ Red. I don't care whether your name is Johnny DeVille. Hell, I don't even care if your name is Rio Booty Collar Anderson. I don't even care if you're a sneaky snake. The fact of the matter is, if you want to fight this championship, you want to fight me, you got to fight my army. Conflict Axiom. So, on behalf of James Marshall, Luke Reznor, Nate Nitro, Clay Constantine, Blake Curtis, and hell, Som and Ryan Zero, I am Reverend Chris Law, your Malice Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. The best in the world, and don't you forget.
You might not like him, but Chris Law has accomplished a lot in his 21 years in this industry. And I think becoming the first ever Malice champion solidifies his status as one of the best to ever do it in this country.
That he most certainly has done. It fills me with a sense of pride that he to bring in his 21st year of professional wrestling, holding our championship across that shoulder. As he said, he's made some questionable decisions, made some choices, but there is no one better to hold the title than this man right here. That is Chris Law, our champion. Well done. Well done.
Everyone who didn't think I was worth a phone call,
Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2026. Chris Law is the Malice Wrestling Federation champion. We're in Chris Law's world, and unfortunately, we're just living in it.